Welcome to Lesson 4 of Winning 3v3s. So far we've covered the musket line, slows, and long-range combos. For this video I'll be introducing a new concept, score counting. It's important to know if an opponent can attack you or if you can attack an opponent and anticipate accordingly. In order to do that, you will need to count the squares needed in order to attack them, or for them to attack you. And for this video I'll be going over some of the more commonly used 3v3 units, pirates and companions included, so you will kind of get an idea of what to expect. So here's a rundown of the most commonly used PvP units and classes in general. Witch Doctor has Mojo Storms that can reach 7 range, and if you count the very edge of the attack, that's actually 8 range. Next we have Musketeer Pirates, who can hit 6 range but can actually hit 7 if they use Inferno shots, hurricane rounds, or bombs. Then you have standard line muskets like Exeter and Bonnie. We'll count Emmett here because he does shoot, but he is technically a privateer. But he has about 4 range and Bonnie has 5. So you need to count 5 squares for where Bonnie hits and 4 squares for Emmett's and Exeter's where they hit. I forgot to mention Chantel. She does have those infinite range snipes, but her standard range is 5. So yes, count out 5 range to know if she can hit or not. As you can see, I'm counting out the squares in which Bonnie can hit and the squares in which Exeter can hit. And now I'll show you some of the charge units. You see Contessa right there, she has 6 movement. Nausicaa, she has 7. And Goro also has 4.5 movement. However, both Nausicaa and Goro have charges. She has her Centaur's charge, and Goro has Vicious charge, and both of these double their movement. So Nausicaa could have 14 movement, and Goro could have 9 movement. And then of course we have the line muskets that make up the majority of the musket line. That would be Exeter, Bonnie, Emmett, Chantel in this case, but also would include the Biscuit and any other companions that usually make up the musket line. These companions tend to have 4.5 movement. This means they can move 3 forward and 1 to the diagonal, or 4 straight forward, or the equivalent or less in all other directions. Last but not least, let's talk a little bit about pirate movement. Most of the times, pirate will have about 6 movement, assuming that they train fast too. And if you haven't trained fast too, I don't know what the heck is wrong with you, but it's better to overestimate your opponents than underestimate them. So assume that they have 6 movement, unless it's a swashbuckler. In that case, they will actually have 7 movement, just like Nausicaa. And as I said before, charges do double movement, so also keep that in mind. I'll go ahead and put like a little chart at the end showing you all the movement values and all the targeting values for all the standardly used companions and classes in 3v3s. Keep practicing. Be sure to use square counting now that I've taught it to you, and I'll be introducing the next concept in my next lesson. Until then, see you guys in another video. Peace.